So I got crucified. I got crucified over a text message that had nothing to do. I was not calling anybody that. I was not referring to anybody that. I was being accused of saying that word. Accused. Accused. And because I wrote it out in a text message, Y'all want to crucify me. You want to crucify me and you want to try to label me as a racist over something that you guys said, well, you should have never said it. You should have never typed it.
They should have never been in that live participating in the comments.
Exactly. But you should have never been in that live, and you should have never been participating in a live that was degrading white women, demeaning white women. And you literally said, get them. And Queen of Blessings, you agreed. You said exactly. And when they were talking about how they didn't want the YT people's money because it wasn't nothing. And no one went over there and grabbed that box. But this right here from Dana, this little message thread, I hope that y'all give her the exact same energy. And I hope that y'all question her. And I hope that y'all put this woman on the chopping block. Because this woman right here is actively wanting to know why Mikey, as a white man, would ever want to date a black woman, because she cannot wrap her head around it. That's what I want to know. It's like you guys want to pick and choose what you want to tear apart and who you want to tear down. You want
cherry
to
picking,
try to destroy, and who you try to tear down. But when I went over there in Miss Unknown's box and I wanted to have a conversation, y'all didn't want to hear what I have to say. You didn't want to hear nothing. All you wanted to hear is me say, yep.
They want to hear their words coming out of your mouth, and that's all they want to hear.
Exactly, RT. Y'all.
And then when you do that too.
Correct. And like I said, you know, I wanted to go over there and I wanted to have a conversation. I wanted to have a conversation with Miss Unknown. I wanted her to understand the context of what was happening in that message. But no, it wasn't seen that way. Instead, there were people that came up in boxes and were judging me and telling me I'm a terrible person and calling me a racist. And then people were saying that I must be comfortable with saying that word on a daily basis. We don't allow any word, any N-word, in any shape, way, or form to be said in this house.
The minute my son starts speaking like his father, it's a lecture from me. We don't do that.
And this is not me deflecting. This is me proving. This is me proving my point. Y'all cherry pick who y'all want to label as certain things on this app. And then I'm trying to be around me. You don't want to be associated with me because of that text message. But what I don't understand is that Megan, and it's not me trying to come say something about Megan because I, you know, whatever. Y'all know our shit with me and Megan. It is what it is. But Megan, on her platform, I have been on my platform since 2020. I have never said the word. I have never.
Shit, I'm gonna drop down. I'll be in the comments. I'm almost to work. Okay, honey.
That's fine. Thank you, RT, for coming up, babe.
You're welcome, baby.
What I don't understand is that I have been on this platform since 2020. I have been on this platform since 2020. Never have I ever said a racial slur. Never have I ever said a derogatory racial slur towards anybody. Never have I referred to any woman of color to try to degrade her or anything else. Yes, did I sit with Megan when she said the things that she said? I did. And I wish to God I would have spoken up then. I should have said something a long time ago. I can own up to that. I can take accountability for that. But I am being crucified because of a text message that I sent many, many months ago, referring to something that I was accused of, and all because I typed it out. I'm being deemed as a racist. I'm being deemed as a woman who does not respect women of color, or who's a racist. Crazy. Crazy. But yet I'm a racist because I'm with a man of color, right? No, I don't openly say any word in that way, shape, or form, nor do I say any type of racial slurs in this house. We don't sit around with it comfortably. Not ever. But y'all want to cherry pick, and you think that you know me. You think that you know how I speak and how I act off of this app based off of one fucking text message. But we've got Dana here. Cannot wrap her head around the fact that Mikey likes black women. And Mikey literally responded in his text message, "It makes no difference to me." Exactly, RT. That's why we don't conform to TikTok narratives. Exactly. Exactly. But once again, I am not going to allow people to come on this app and think that they know me and try to label me as something that I know that I'm not, because I know myself. But I just want to say this. Unknown and Bree and Queen of Blessings and all of you other YT women that have dragged me through the fucking mud and have raked me over the coals over a text message that was not being said derogatory towards anybody, or was it meant for anybody whatsoever. But you have Dana here, who cannot wrap her head around the fact that a white woman would want to ever date a black woman, or a white man would ever want to date a black woman. If you want to take, you saw from me a few days ago because somebody decided to try to show something because they wanted to get a get back. It's Vote for Pedro did not expose that text message because she had a moral compass. No, she sat on that text message and she found it and she got all giddy because she thought she had something on me that was going to cancel me and have people further attack me and label me a certain way. And that was a private text message. Private. But I have never openly have spoken ill on anybody of color. I've never spoken ill of anybody's race. I have never degraded or demeaned any type of race on my platform. But Miss Unknown and Bree and Queen of Blessings, you sat in a live with other black women as they degraded and demeaned YT women. And you agreed with it. You did that publicly on a platform. And even though this message, which Mikey showed himself tonight in his live, showed who Dana is. Why do you like black women over white women? And she can't wrap her head around it. She can't wrap her head around it. And I'm being crucified over a word that was not trying to degrade or demean anybody. And I'm being crucified over it. So I hope that anybody that sees this live, I hope that you guys give Dana the same energy and the same label that I don't deserve that label because I know who I am. I know who I am. But this is who Dana is. This is a woman who clearly doesn't want to be around black women. She doesn't understand why white people can be with someone of color. That's racism. This right here is clear racism. And you guys could take this and you guys could twist it and turn it and put it into your perspective, but it is what it is. Miss Unknown, that was your background. And Miss Unknown, I heard you say in your live, someone came in your live and said, didn't you say the R word? And you said, I did, and I'm grown, and I will say whatever the fuck I want, and I stand on it. So you, Miss Unknown, can say derogatory, hurtful words that hurt other people. You can say that. You've said the R word on a platform on TikTok. I've never said a derogatory word or statement towards anybody of color or race, religion, or whatever it is, their mental disabilities or whatever it is that they have, but you have. And you said in a live and you watched a group of black women demean YT women. And I want to know what your YT friends think of the fact that you did not stand up for them and you did not get in a box and you were not a voice for them. But I'm going to tell you what, Dana, you can post whatever the fuck you want about me, bitch. You can post whatever the fuck you want about me. But I'll tell you what, Dana, you ain't going to be able to fake it no more. It's real clear what you think and how you feel about black women, about black people just in general, people of color, maybe even other races. I don't know. Mikey showed a hell of a lot more in his live. He showed he was kind of scrolling too fast. So I really couldn't get screenshots of that. But you were talking about Asians and other races as well. And I don't know if anybody got a recording of that, but she did. This right here is a woman who is a racist behind the scenes. It clearly states that. But like I said, not ever have I got on this platform and not ever have I ever said a derogatory word the way that some of you other individuals have. And it's the fact that y'all cherry pick the fuck out of me and y'all are a bunch of hypocrites. And some of y'all need to look up the meaning, the true meaning of a fucking hypocrite. Y'all want to cast stones at me. Y'all want to do the absolute most to me. But not a day since I have ever been on TikTok, since I have ever been on any social media platform, have I ever said any racial slur, any racial thing being derogatory towards anybody. And I will tell you this, Pedro, I don't care. I know that you thought you were going to get your get back. But if you felt that way, if you had a certain type of way, you could have shown this months ago. Months ago. But you didn't. But you didn't. I guarantee you went through your message and you thought you found the golden ticket on me. I guarantee you thought you found the golden ticket that was going to cancel me. But I'll tell you what, Dana, if you're a smart woman, if I were you, I would either probably put your account on private. Matter of fact, I might want to even deactivate that shit. Because this message right here, I find real offensive. Because me, as a white woman, you're offending me. What, are you judging me because I'm with a man of color? Huh? You're offending me. What do you think of me? Do you think I'm disgusting? Do you think I'm gross? Do you think I'm less than because I'm a white woman with a black man?
Shannon, let's go to our other spot because Megan's getting ready to stream you, and we're not giving them that entertainment.
So, and that's what I'm saying. So, with all that being said, we're not going to give them that entertainment. I'm not. You're not gonna get gifts and coins and shit off of my fucking shit.
Yeah,
So,
both of you, fuck
you
off.
guys can take it and run with it. But Dana, you can truly go fuck yourself, and I hope you have the day that you deserve. I truly, truly do, Dana. And by the way, I wonder if Smash would like to know how you feel about her. Let me see if I can find that one. Before I leave, Stephanie, I got to show one more. Hold on. I got to show one more. This is what Dana thinks of Smashley. This is what Dana thinks of Smashley. She a scumbag. She tries to come off as neutral and relaxed, but really she's just a scammer and an alcoholic and a pot smoker. Someone that stands by her friend that passed around what they thought was child corn. She pond scum. That's what Dana thinks of you, Smashley. Just thought you should know that. So if anybody wants to take a quick screenshot of that, but yeah, and I do believe, Smashley, that Dana has platformed you. She has platformed you. Not saying that, Smashley knew that you were, a racist and a piece of shit, but she knows now. Anyway, but with that being said, I'm getting off here. So, you guys have a good night. And, anyway, I love all people. I don't care what fucking color you are. I don't care. I love all people. We're all human. We bleed red. We do. But y'all have a good night. Thank you, RT. Love you guys. Bye.